All right. I think we are officially live. You know, I thought about that this morning. I say that every single time because you're never sure if you're really going live with Facebook. But it looks like we are. So thumbs up for a successful Monday morning here as far as getting things going. Today is Cyber Monday. If you are, if you're watching this on the day that I'm doing this live, which is November 30th. It's crazy that we already kicked off like the holidays. Thanksgiving is behind us now and moving on to Christmas. So we've got a full month ahead of us. Really excited about the holidays this year, even though, we are in a pandemic. But you know what? We're going to make the best of it. I think that's what we need to kind of keep reminding ourselves about is like we have to see what we're grateful for and we have to, kind of think about that stuff on a regular basis. But today, what I'm grateful for is being able to have a connection that's working and you guys are able to join me. So welcome. And today I decided to talk about this next really important word is really what I'm going to be talking about. There's literally one word that I believe, and there's some other things that go with it, but really the word is one of the most powerful words I've ever seen used, but also have experienced it myself. I'm going to leave it there for right now until we actually dive into what it is. I've also got about 2 or 3 other variations that work really, really well. Now, let me ask you guys that are here live, and if you're watching this later, you can always just go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'd be curious to know what you think. What do you think that simple but really powerful word is in order to get people to buy? So let's go ahead and have a little fun here while I wait for some people to get on here. And also let me know if you are here live. Let me know, that you're here and drop something in the comments to let me know that you're actually here. So we'll wait for that. But that's what I'm going to be talking about. And it's funny because I was literally, I was literally just about 10 minutes ago going back and forth with Octavio, who's one of our Brand Creators Academy members. And he's writing an email that's going to be going out this morning. And I wrote 2 emails this morning. And I kind of played on these powerful words that we're going to be talking about. And what we don't realize is there are words that get people to take action, words that get people to think a little bit differently because we're all kind of wired the same and we all react to certain words. So anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about. But it's funny how I was just going back and forth through a private message with my buddy Octavio, which I also should remind you guys that today, Cyber Monday, is the last day for our Brand Creators Ultimate Bundle, by the way. So if you missed it, and if you've been thinking about grabbing this bundle that we've never offered like this before, and I'll talk about that here in a second, but if you're interested in getting that bundle, I'll put up the link here. It's brandcreators.com/bundle 2020. And what's included in that is our Brand Creators Playbook, the audiobook, the workbook, and a niche validation little masterclass that I did where I went through 5 different niches and I drilled down and I went through the validation process 5 different times in 5 different niches. It's about 3 hours long. So you get all that and you get the email list building fast track workshop and you get the digital product creation fast track workshop. So all of that is bundled together. And right now it's currently available for just $80. So everything there that I just talked about, you get everything instantly. And if you were to take all that stuff and purchase it individually, I did the pricing. It's like $112.99 at the current pricing. But I got to be honest, the playbook, the audiobook, the masterclass, the workbook, that's easily a $99 value just by that. We used to sell the masterclass for $99. So really it's over $100 just for that. So if you're interested, go ahead and follow that link, brandcreators.com/bundle2020, or check your inbox. I did send an email out this morning. All right. The other thing is, real quick, before we jump into the most powerful word to use when you are trying to get people to buy, we'll talk about that, but I want you guys to drop it in the comments. What do you think it is? What do you guys think it is? All right. See how close you are. The other thing is Brand Creators Academy. You guys know we are closed to the public, but we do open up to a private group of people that have either applied or are being invited because they've been through one of our workshops or one of our trainings. Today, I just sent out another email to remind you that it will expire. The private invitation will expire tonight at midnight. So if you've been on the fence, you've been wanting to join Brand Creators Academy, and you did get one of those private invites, then make sure that you do it today. Okay. Because after that, we are going to be, again, closing that part down. And then when we reopen to just the private group again, so we're always getting applications. We're always getting new people to go through some of our trainings. And then we will do another private invite to those people. So again, if you're interested, now would be the time. All right. So now would be the time. All right. And there's no link for that other than the one that's been sent to you. So you have to receive that link. If you want to apply, you can just go to brandcreatorsacademy.com and that'll take you to the page where you can apply. All right. So let's see, before we jump in here, how close we got here. If anybody even came close to what that is. What's up, Phil? Good to see you, man. What's up, Karen? Always good to see you. Derek's in the house. Yes. Happy Monday. Happy Cyber Monday. Oh, cool. Okay. Awesome. What's up, Juan? Justin, good morning to you, man. High fives. Okay, cool. What is more powerful than the word free? I think this one is the one that I have. I think it's more powerful. I do. Free is good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good power word, but it's not as powerful as this one. Good morning, coffee crew. What's up, Kay? Salama's in the house. What's up? Oh, okay. Here we go. Now we're getting into some words. Expires. It's a good one. I like that one. I actually am going to use that word together in a few areas. I'll talk about that here in a minute. What are power words for scarcity? Yeah, scarcity is a big one. And we'll talk about scarcity because I think that's a really, really important thing to consider here. It's, something that we're all wired, to react to. We do want to get something if there's limited amount or if there's, some type of, thing that's going to go away, like all of those things, we definitely react to those. We all do. I do. Guarantee is good. But it's not I got to hurry up and act. Sale is good. Sale is good. Limited offer. I like that. Yep. That's good. It's not as good, I believe. And you'll see here in a minute. Let's see. Is one time a good word? It could be. To me, that's a word that adds to my word. All right. You could definitely add to this word as well. And I'll give you some variations on how you can do this. All right. So no one got it right. That's okay. There was really some good ones there. And again, if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and drop yours in the comment. If I do air this on the podcast and you're listening to this, just think to yourself what you think that word would be. Like, what's a word that maybe got you to buy? That's actually a good one. Is there a word that you have reacted to that made you want to buy? What is a word? Let's go ahead and play with that for a second here. What word made you say, you know what, I better do that. I think I'm going to do that. Like, what's a word or one that even got you to open up an email or something like that? Let's see where we can go with this here for a second. And then I'm going to give you the word, and then I'm going to give you a few other words that are really close to me. They're like second words. And I'll give you some variations on how you can use this. And I'll actually give you an example on how I just used it. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. And guys, this works for email. This works for doing a post on Facebook. This goes for running a Facebook ad. This goes for a video that you do. It could be a title to a video. Expires usually gets me to react. Kay said, yep. Think about this. I don't know if anybody shops at Kohl's, but they have the Kohl's Cash, and it expires after a couple of weeks or however long it is. And by the time you get, oh my gosh, I got to get this thing. I got to use it by this time or I'm going to lose my Kohl's Cash. And it's not a coupon, by the way, it's cash. So you can go there and buy, if you got $20 Kohl's Cash, you can go there and buy, I don't know, a few pair of socks and you get them for free. So it is cash. So when that expires, it's like you just threw $20 away. But most of the time you're going to go in there and spend more than that $20. True? Yeah, most of the time. At least we do. We go in with $20 Kohl's Cash. We walk out with $100 in our cart. Just happens, right? Because then you're like, well, this didn't cost me 100. It cost me 20, but your $20 you saved on the last thing made you feel as though it was good because you saved $20 on the other and you got $20 back, right? So it's a psychological thing. We love those rewards, but we also need that scarcity of something that's going to expire. And yes, Kay, I agree with you. It gets all of us to react. Yes, last day works for me too. Yep. 95% off. Yeah, that could be. That's a crazy one. But you know what happens when you see something that's 95% off for me anyway? I don't believe it. For some reason, I just don't believe it. You look at the jewelry market. It's always 75% off. Always. It's always 75% off. So then you start to lose the credibility of the offer. We don't want to do that, right? I will tell you right now that our offer right now is, it's definitely legit because everything here, if you buy it individually, will be $112.99 as of right now. Okay. You won't be able to get this. So I'm not telling you that this is something and then tomorrow I'm going to jack up the price. You know what I mean? Like that's not ethical. So like $1, Derek says $1. So you could do something, $1 trial. We've seen that works, right? But that's not what we're talking about here. All right. So let's get into it. I've let you guys wait long enough. The most powerful word that I've ever used, and I'll talk about why. And there's a certain way that you want to write this. And that word is deadline. Deadline. Now, if you think about this all the way back to when we were in school, we had a term paper, there's a deadline. We all have been trained that a deadline is, oh my gosh, I need to hurry up because if I don't, I'm going to be in trouble or I'm going to miss out. And no one wants to miss out and no one wants to get in trouble, right? So in our case, we're not talking like you're going to get in trouble, but we've been wired to see the word deadline. Okay. Now I use it most of the time in all caps, right? So if you look at an email that I'll send, it'll say deadline. And by the way, I just used one this morning. Okay. Cause we have our, the ultimate bundle here is going away. Actually, let me pull that up real quick. Be patient with me, guys. I'm going to do this on the fly. Let me see. I got to remember what I wrote this morning. So, okay. So the first one was for our private, BCA invite. Okay. So I wrote a subject line today that was in brackets, and you might have gotten this. If you're not in BCA and you've been invited to join Brand Creators Academy, you would have received an email this morning, and this would have been my third email to you since Friday. All right. And this one here is very, very simple. Deadline, brackets. Your private BCA invite expires tonight. You hear that other word in there that, Kay, you brought up? Expiring, expires, right? Expiring means it's going to go away. Okay. Now we're not doing this in a way that's deceitful or a way that is, being bad. We know that people need it. We know that we react to it. Right. And so we are opening up our Brand Creators Academy to a very small group of people that are qualified to come in. We're not open to the public and they know that. So by you understanding that there's a time limit, you don't get a month to decide. Like, hey, listen, you either want in or you don't. You applied to be in, right? Now, if I've said that I've I've went through your criteria and you meet the criteria and you're in, I'm going to give you a certain time period that you're able to come in, right? And then from there, we're just going to close it again. And then in the future, we may invite you again. Okay. But right now it's going to open and close. We need that deadline. We need something that's going to go away. All right. And it's just the way that we're all wired. Okay. So that was the first subject line that I used. Deadline, your private BCA invite expires tonight. Okay. The other email I sent out was for this. Okay. Now I didn't use deadline again. And the reason why is because I know that some people that are getting that one email are also going to get the other email. Okay. So I didn't want it to be the exact same thing. So this one here just says ends tonight, brackets, and then brand building ultimate bundle. Now I will probably send out another email. Okay. That will remind them, because not everyone's going to see this, by the way, even though you think everyone opens your emails, they don't. Okay. So we need to, again, bring awareness back to it. And so the next one that I'll probably send, and I haven't written it yet. And I've got some other words here I wanted to bring up. Last chance. Okay. Or last call. Right. And so an example of this would be like last call for bass fishing bundle. Mine could be last call for the ultimate brand building, package or bundle or whatever, right? Last chance, brackets, get the bundle or something, right? But when we have last call, last chance, that's usually just before it's going to end. Okay. The deadline, I like to do that in the morning to let people know deadline is tonight. And then you're going to give a last call. That means this is the last time I'm going to email you about this, or this is the last time I'm going to message you about this. So deadline is one of the most powerful words that I've ever seen used. And the reason why is because a deadline means it's over. Okay. And even the word dead in there, right? Deadline. It's like, ooh, it's a creepy word, right? No one wants to think about death or dead, right? So deadline. But it's just the way that we're wired. We've been raised this way to react to deadlines. And if you want to use deadlines to your benefit, even not selling anything, give yourself a deadline. I'll tell you what, you'll get it done. You will get it done. How do you think that I was able to create the email list building fast track workshop? I created a deadline for people to get in and for myself to get it done. If I didn't, I'd go, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll do it. I'll start it next week. And then that week goes by. I'll start it that week. No, deadlines. We react with deadlines. Your customers will react with deadlines. Okay. So use deadlines. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be something that could totally change your business when you add them into a promotion. I talk about inside of our digital product. I have another training that goes on kind of like along with that as an order bump. And it's called Digital Product Profit Maximizer. And I talk about sequence stacking of creating like a deadline sequence. And in that deadline sequence, one of the emails is the final day. And guess what the subject line is? Deadline. Last chance to get X. Okay. And the reason why, I've been using it for years, guys. It works. So why reinvent the wheel? So I want to give you the knowledge that I've learned, but also that I've tested it in multiple markets, and it works. If you look at your open rates on something like that, it's going to go through the roof. The other thing is when you're running a promotion and you add deadline to the subject line, you are going to also get more people to take you up on the offer, probably the last day versus the first day. The only way that you're going to get people to usually buy more on the first day is if you add an exclusive bonus for the first 10 or the first 20 or something like that. That will spike your sales, but then you'll get a little bit of a plateau or a little bit of a dip. And then the last day, the deadline, the last call, boom, up we go. Happens all the time. We've had it where we'll get someone, we're going to close it at midnight. 11:59, we'll get orders that come through. No joke. Okay. So it works. We got to have deadlines, and you need to let people know about a deadline, and you need to use it in your copy, your emails, your posts, maybe a retargeting ad you're going to run on Facebook. Okay. So let's talk about a couple other ones here that we can kind of tag along with it. I love also, like I said, final call, right? So final call or last call, last chance, all caps. Okay. This is the time I use all caps and I put brackets around it. And then I might put in something like I said here, last call, brackets, for your bass fishing bundle, right? Or it could be last call, bass fishing bundle expires at midnight, something like that. Okay. So deadline, very, very powerful. I want you guys to think about that when you are running promotions or anything for that matter, because you will be able to get people to act. Now, let's say that you weren't even doing this for to sell something. Maybe it's for you running a contest and you want to get a whole bunch of emails. You could use a deadline there that it's going to end here. And in order to be entered, you need to get your name in there, right? So you can use it to that effect as well. All right. So it's not just about people that are buying. It's about people that you want to do something. Deadline, if you want to be considered to join Brand Creators Academy. Our last time to apply is going to be here. And then after that, we will be sending out private invites. We could do something like that, which we probably will. So that's my thought on deadlines and why you should be using them. And by the way, there is a deadline if you're watching this on Cyber Monday. And if you're not, if you're listening to this on the podcast, or if you're listening to this after the fact, well, this isn't going to be relevant, but it doesn't really matter. You can kind of see it in real time. We are offering a bundle. And we're also offering private invites for Brand Creators Academy for today only. Okay. So again, that's part of this whole thing is I'm talking about deadlines. I have a deadline. I'm practicing what I'm preaching because it works. Okay. And every business should have deadlines in their marketing. All right. So let's see if you guys have any questions and then we can go ahead and answer those. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Derek. Yeah, deadlines means consequences. Yeah, it could, right? What the thing is if you give yourself a deadline and you don't act on it and you don't fulfill it, who's going to give you a consequence? No one really. You need to be disciplined in your own self to get stuff done by adding a deadline. So you have to say to yourself, who is counting on you to get it done, right? So for me, that's why when I do a training like Email List Building Fast Track Workshop or the Digital Product Creation Fast Track Workshop, the reason why I do that is it gives people a deadline. It gives me a deadline. I have to do it. If I don't do it, people have already paid me to do it. If I don't do it, I'm going to be in trouble, right? I need to fulfill on my promise. So if you are going to give yourself deadlines for yourself, I'm talking about to get stuff done, figure out a way to, if I don't get it done, I got to pay so-and-so $50. Put some money on the line. And that way they're going to be like, I don't want to pay them $50. I'm going to get it done. So just, you got to kind of trick yourself. If you are using it inside of your marketing, you want to use your deadline on the last day. It works really, really good. Let's see. Oh, Helene. What's up, Helene? Thank you, Scott. Branding deadline, last chance, and final call in my brain and in my future emails. Yes. And actually, Helene, the cool thing is Octavio, who's on with us, I believe, running a promotion right now. So did Matt. So we're going to actually break down their emails that they sent and we'll kind of deconstruct it a little bit and you'll see how they're adding these into the sequence. And literally, Octavio and I were just going back and forth with what subject line he wanted to send out this morning for a Cyber Monday special that he just literally pulled out of thin air. We were on our coaching call on Friday and we came up with this offer and it's a great offer. And he's going to go ahead and see if he can get any takers on it. I think he will. So, but yeah, so it works really, really well. Derek, deadline, get this free checklist today only. On a checklist, I don't know if I would do that. You might want to say, get the checklist plus a bonus and the bonus goes away. The checklist you want there to be forever, right? But if you get the checklist today, I'm throwing in this workbook. I'm throwing in whatever, right? So the checklist is going to probably be your lead magnet. I'm assuming. And if that's the case, then you want that to always be there. You just want to add bonuses on. And that's the way you can do it too without discounting your price. Like a lot of us that we use discounts, which discounts work really, really good. We're doing one, for our little brand creators bundle. But Brand Creators Academy, we never discount. Okay. We're not going to discount that. Will we add a bonus? Like if you join, you will get this extra thing. Maybe you'll get an extra coaching call with a smaller group for just the people that join in this time period. So you have to have bonuses. And then you pull the bonuses away. That's what creates that scarcity. And you want that bonus to be very, very valuable. Every time that we did open publicly, which we won't do anymore, we're going to be just doing private invites and private opens. I always do like the first 10 people get a private coaching call with me for 30 minutes. And every single time within minutes, 10 people join, right? But after that bonus goes away, there's no other bonus really other than all of the things that's cool for being in and the part of we don't keep it open. So you might want to act now kind of thing. So you always want to be thinking about bonuses. Octavio is with us. What's up, brand rockers? Getting my Cyber Monday offer out this AM. Fingers crossed. Yes. Get that thing out, man. Octavio, I know you're on the West Coast, but let's get that baby out. East Coast, it's after 10 o'clock. Let's get that baby out there. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Oh, Salma says sip time. I appreciate that. Yes, yes, yes. And how many bonuses will you add to an offer? You can add as many as you want. What I like to do is I like to bonus stack. So there is something, like I said, that I cover in the Digital Product Profit Maximizer, where I talk about adding. So it's almost like you go through a sequence and you offer a discount, let's say. And then let's say people don't take you up on that offer. You can then come back with another sequence, another offer that you then say, hey, we are still going to offer this at a discount, but we're also going to be adding this special bonus, but only for this period, right? And then what we can do is if we wanted to bring the price back, keep the bonus goes away, we can add another bonus, or we can do it mid-promotion. So we could start with, hey, if you join or if you grab this bundle today, you're going to get bonus 1, right? And then maybe your promotion's 5 days long. And then we say, maybe the third day in, we're like, hey, we just added a surprise bonus for anyone that takes us up on the bundle, now. And anyone that's already gotten the bundle, you're going to get it too. So then you add a second bonus. And then maybe the last day, you add a third bonus on there. So you kind of add more value. You kind of value stack, bonus stack, that also increases the value of the offer. But again, might be getting a little ahead of ourselves here. The main thing I wanted you guys to take away today is deadline, right? Using the word deadline or using it on yourself. Like to me, it works both ways. If you're finding yourself, getting stuck and not getting things done or procrastinating, give yourself a deadline to get one chunk done. Like what is one thing you're working on right now? Are you working on getting a lead magnet done, but you've been working on it for 3 weeks now? Well, you know what? Give yourself a deadline. By the end of the week at 3 o'clock, you got to hand in your lead magnet to the teacher, right? And then next week, you got to have your landing page set up and it's got to be connected to your autoresponder, okay? That's got to be done by the end of the week at 3 o'clock. You got to hand it in to your teacher, right? Like if we did that, you would see you're going to get forced to do it and you'll find the time, right? There'll be no excuses. You're like, listen, I got to get this thing done. Okay. Maybe I got to stay up a little bit later. Maybe I got to get up a little bit earlier, but you'll get it done. And it doesn't mean it's got to be forever. It's just you're giving yourself that deadline. And the same thing goes that if you've been on the fence, no, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know. And then you're like, I get an email today that said Scott said that he's closing Brand Creators Academy. Oh man, I got to think now between now and tonight at midnight. Well, I still got a little bit of time. Here it is like 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I still got some time. I'll think about it. And then all of a sudden you get another email at 6 o'clock. Hey, final call, right? This is it. This is going to be my last email that I let you know that this is the time to join. And if you haven't, now's the time. Like, get off the fence. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, we're going to be moving along, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm just going to do it, right? Because you've been brought to the time of expiration, right? It's going to expire. And it's funny because I survey people that either buy something from us or join the academy. And a lot of people say that, knowing that it was going to go away, it forced me in a positive way to just do it and just get started. Right. And sometimes that's what we need to do. So you got to think about that. And your market is no different. And I don't care if you're selling cat toys or if you're, if you're selling coaching or if you're selling, how to get shape, like whatever it is, we all still react to deadlines, period. Right. And deadline means also last call, expiring, all of those words that we think of is ending, right? Or ending soon is another one. Ending soon or ends tonight. And then the other thing you can always do there too is you can put in something like ends tonight in full caps and brackets and then say, are you in or out? ? And that's it. Just an open-ended question. All right. So guys, I hope this helped you. I hope this gave you something to think about. If you are not sending emails on Cyber Monday because you think, I don't know if I have anything, come up with something. Right? If you have digital products, you have something. If you don't have digital products, you might want to go through the Digital Product Creation Fast Track Workshop. All right? Because once you understand how to create digital products, once you understand how to build an email list, that's why those 2 Fast Track Workshops are gold, because they play well together. But digital products, if you like, it didn't take me anything extra to put together this Ultimate Brand Creators Bundle. Why? Because I already had the products. I just decided to bundle them all together and offer something at a discount. That's it, right? So no extra work. That's why we want to spend time building digital assets in our business. And we want to be nurturing our email list with value and giving them goodwill, right? And building that goodwill and giving them value. So always be thinking about that stuff. And like I said, if you're not yet creating an email list or building an email list and creating digital products, you need to start thinking about that. And this would be the time to really just do it, right? Move into 2021 with a solid game plan. And last thing I will say is if you are listening to this or watching this and you have not yet considered joining Brand Creators Academy, well, we did send out private invites if you're listening to this on Cyber Monday. If you're not, then don't worry about what I'm about to say as far as getting that email. But I will say this, if you're interested in ever joining us, just go to brandcreatorsacademy.com. You can go there. You can see what other members have said. You can see what we are doing there, what we are including, all of that stuff. And then you would just fill out a very short little application. And then we would be in touch when we do one of these private invites in the future. So you can always go there and do that. All right. So I think that is it. Derek had one last question. What day in December or January is the next workshop? I know, Derek, you keep asking me that. I know you want it. And we are still in talks about that. I was literally just talking about this the other day with my wife. Not quite sure timing wise when that will be, but I will let you know. And you guys will be the first to know for sure. All right. So stay tuned for that. This here though, Derek, the playbook, I'm not sure if you have the playbook or not, but the playbook would be an amazing base for you because it does go through the niche validation and really understanding your market and then building out the rest of the pieces. If you haven't already done that, but you might have already done that. But yeah, the next workshop, the Fast Track Workshop would be the niche discovery and validation for sure, which I think is definitely needed. And we're going to be creating that. But we got a lot of things we're doing inside of Brand Creators Academy right now. So we have to focus on that. And we're tightening a few things up there. We're adding some new features there. And I'm just really excited about our academy and the growth that's happening there. So guys, if you have any other questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be back here Wednesday and we'll pick it up where maybe we left off, or maybe we'll dig into something a little bit different. Don't know yet, but I'll let you know. All right. So guys, have an awesome, amazing day. And if you are interested in our little bundle here, head on over to brandcreators.com/bundle 2020. And if you are interested in joining Brand Creators Academy and you did apply, or if you've went through one of our trainings, look for that private invite email that we sent out to you today. All right. So guys, that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, take care, take action. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Have a great week.